Hello, everybody. It's great to see you. Now it's Saturday morning, and tomorrow at church we're going to have our Christingle service, and we're so excited because it's the first all-age service we've had in church since about February. So we're hopping about, aren't we? And we can't wait to get there and see those people who are coming and light our Christingles with all that beautiful glow. So Benjamin has had a little break from his journey to Bethlehem. Well, I mean, we're still on it because this is part of it, really. But he's come to find out about what a Christingle means and see how we make it. So I thought you'd like to see him. Now, have you got your Christingle packs that Benjamin and I delivered yesterday and the day before to your houses? And you'll be able to get them out and have a go, won't you? So, shall we get started, Benjamin? Now, what is a Christingle? Well, I think it started life in Germany, which is another country in Europe. And then it came over to our country, and now the Children's Society always has Christingle events every year, and they use them to raise money for children who are in a lot of need. So this Sunday we'll be having a special collection at church for the Children's Society to see if we can be a bit of help to some of those children. So if you come along, if you feel you'd like to, you can put a few pennies in the pot, and that'll go a long way towards doing some good work. Now, what does a Christingle look like, and what do you need? Well, it's got a bit of fruit in, Benjamin, hasn't it? Can you remember what sort? Oh, he says it's a kind of fruit that is also the name of a colour. And what's it like? Oh, it is big and round, he says. Look, an orange. I love oranges. Always got a bit on the top. We're going to cut it in a minute. Now, an orange, the reason why we use an orange is because it's like a round ball, and it's the same shape as our beautiful world. So when we look at this orange, we think about our world. And that's why we have it as the start of our Christingle. Benjamin quite fancies it. He had a juicy pear the other day and it tasted like honey, so he quite wants to eat this too. But right now we can't, okay, Benjamin? So what do we need next? Well, there's a little instruction sheet in your pack. Hopefully you found it. Now then, I think next we want to get out a candle. Candles are a really Christmassy thing, aren't they? I wonder why that is. What do you think, Benjamin? Well, Benjamin says it's very dark at this time of year, isn't it? Yes. When he says the candle might give us some light on these dark nights. Well, that's true, isn't it? And it'll look really Christmassy lit in your house or your church. But I wonder if it means anything else, Benjamin. What do you think? Aha. Now he said something very important, which is we call Jesus, who was born at Christmas as a tiny baby and grew up to be a big, strong man that was such a wonderful leader. And he was good and kind, and he told us all about God and showed us how he loves us. And he still does that today, doesn't he, Benjamin? But we call him the light of the world because he shines light in our darkness. So that is why we have a candle in our Christingle. So, mummies and daddies or any grown-ups, you can take a sharp knife and I think if we cut off one end of the Christingle, it'll probably stand up a bit better. There we go. And then in the top, you want to make a bit of a cross with a sharp knife so that you'll be able to put the candle inside it. And you see there's a cross cut there. All good so far? Now we need something to put the candle in to keep it from leaking all over the orange. So in your pack, hopefully you've got a bit of tin foil. I did run out towards the end, and I just hoped that some of you would have some in your kitchen. So if you haven't got tin foil in there, you need to pop into the kitchen to get it. So what we want to do is we want to wrap that round the candle like that. There we go. Just like that, see? And then we want to push it, in theory, in into the orange. It's a year since I did this. There we go. There. That's looking good, isn't it? And you can spread the foil out a little bit so that it doesn't drip the wax on the orange. There, look. It's all ready, isn't it, for the next step? Now, what's coming next, Benjamin? Well, he says, doesn't it have something round it? Well, you're right. I wonder what there is in the pack that could go round it. Look. Now, some of you, people who've just got the one orange in their packs, I think I might have put some tape all the way around it for you, because I didn't quite have enough of these lots of tape to give out. But families or people in larger groups, you've got your own tape. And you can use a proper ribbon, in which case you'd have to just hold it with a little pin. But this tape is quite a lot easier. So what you want to do is get your tape and stick it on the orange like that. And we're going to wrap it all the way round. Now, Benjamin, what do you think the red ribbon or the red tape means? Let's have a little listen to you. Now Benjamin says, he says this is very important because the colour red is because Jesus, when he grew up, he died on a cross. And when he died, we know that that meant that we were all forgiven any of the mistakes that we make in life. If we say we're sorry, we are forgiven, and he did it because he loves us so much. He loves us so much. And the love of God, the love of Jesus, wraps all the way round the whole world. And as we look at it, we can remember that God has his love wrapped all around us, and that Jesus was prepared to die for us, to show us how much he loves us. Well, that's very important, isn't it? Have you done your red ribbon? We'll have a little go. There you are. Now, what's next, Benjamin? Can you remember? Oh, he says, well, he knows the orange is yummy to eat, but he thinks there might be something even more yummy in your pack. Would you like to have a look? He says he thinks this is the best bit for any children out there, whether they're little children or grown-up children. So let's see what we've got. Now, look. In your pack, you should find a little bag. It might be a tiny bag or it might be a bigger bag. It depends how many of you there are. And inside it, you will find, hopefully, if I count it properly, the right number of little cocktail sticks for all your family. 1, 2, 3, 4 per person. And the right number of sweets. The jelly babies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got 4 cocktail sticks per person and 4 jelly babies. Now, what can they possibly mean? Oh, by the way, I was very careful when I made these packs. I used very careful hygiene, and then I waited nearly 3 days to deliver them to you. So today is the 3rd day, so there should be no risk of any infection from them for you. So we have cocktail sticks and we have sweets. Well, some people use dried fruit like raisins or cherries or sultanas, and we use sweeties. And the easiest way to do it, to put them in the orange, is to put them on the cocktail stick first. If you've got extra sweeties, you can put extra ones on if you like. But the sweeties, well, they are good to eat and sweet, aren't they? And they signify, they mean all the beautiful, wonderful, bountiful gifts and food that God has given to us all in our world. And we put the cocktail stick into the orange like that with the sweet sticking out. And we don't just do that once, we do it 4 times, because in our world we have 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer and autumn. And they're all very important for the world, aren't they, Benjamin? Yes. Oh, and he says also we do it there are 4 corners of the earth. Well, not exactly corners, because it's a round thing, isn't it? But you know what I mean. There's north, south, east and west, or there's 4 different directions. So that's very important, because it shows that we're not missing any part of the world out. There we go. There's the 4th one. And that goes in there like that. And then you've got your finished Christingle. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful to look at, and it's beautiful to eat, and it's even more beautiful in all the things that it means. It means that God loves the whole world and wraps his love around it so much that he gave us bountiful gifts to every corner in every season. And he sent his son, or he came to earth as his son in Jesus, who died for us. He loves us so much that he died for us. And he still shines beauty and light for us all to see, the way, shines in our darkness, shines in our lives, shines in our hearts, and shines through us to other people, so that they can know how wonderful it is to be loved, and how we can all follow Jesus and find hope and peace and love in our lives. Now, in church, we will be lighting these Christingles, and I thought I'd just light one now, because the most beautiful part is when you can see the light. Now, you could light it at home to have a little look, or you could save it till you get into church, when you'll be given a special lighty thing, a taper, for the grown-ups to do the lighting. There we go, look. There we go. One lit Christingle. Put it a bit nearer to you. What do you think, Benjamin? Oh, he thinks it's lovely. Look. Oh, beautiful light. Benjamin, be careful. Your nose might get burnt. We mustn't touch the flame, boys and girls. It's very hot. No touching, only looking and smelling. And I'm going to, as we finish, I'm going to play our special musical box. Look, it's got a special nativity scene, and it came all the way from Germany, and it's got Mary and Joseph and the baby, and it's got the shepherds with their sheep, and it's got the 3 kings, and it plays Silent Night. So let's just listen to that and think about the silent night, the night that Jesus was born into the world. shall we? We'll see you tomorrow if you're coming. And if you're not, we hope and pray that you get great joy and really, really know that God loves you and shines for you as you make your Christingle.